Had a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. Everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. If I stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Oh, 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 sweet love of mine.
Okay, BOOZHOO. Welcome back to the show. Ah, sweetie. How you doing? I'm doing great. Here on the Anima E Geisha Good on the prayer day. Anima E Geisha Good. So what do you think? What? About what? I don't know. What should we do on the live stream today? Well, we could teach an Ojibwe word of the day. Yeah, we could do that. I can't think of a single reason why not to. Yeah. And I don't know, we can maybe show in a gibberish cartoon. Mm-hmm. We could show in a gibberish cartoon. We could announce the show like a professional. Yeah. I could announce the show like a professional thing. I think these are all pretty good ideas. Let me see what happens. And we might just have to do that. Okay. Okay, BOOZHOO. And welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. And with me today, as she is every day, that's right, the lovely and the talented Natasha. And say hello, sweetheart. BOOZHOO, everybody. How you doing? And today, on our Sunday live stream on the Anima E Geisha Good Prayer Day live stream Ojibwe language culture podcast, our Ojibwe word of the day. I don't know. Zungade-e. Be brave. Zungade-e. You got to be brave. You've got to have aquade-e-win. Huh, sweetie? If you say so. You got to be brave. Like Baloo was. Was? What are you saying? I'm saying Baloo is dead. You see what your trouble has gotten your buddy Baloo into? No, it's not true. Oh, really? He looks pretty dead to me. But what happens? That old Baloo, he was alive after all. And this has been the story of that one scene in the Jungle Book where Bagheera, not our cat, but the Bagheera from the Jungle Book. Yeah. He says to Mowgli, be brave. You've got to be brave. Zungade-e. Be brave. Are you brave, sweetie? I don't know. Probably not. Are you brave? Oh, yeah. I got lots of aquade-e-win. I got lots of courage. I ain't afraid of nothing. You're not afraid of nothing? Nope. You're not even afraid of butchering the grammar? Good point. I'm not afraid of anything. Happy? That's much better. Not afraid of nothing is a double negative. That means you're afraid of something. Okay. I'm not afraid of anything. Not even the COVID? Especially not the COVID. Nah, I'm afraid of some stuff, but I don't know. See, I've also got wisdom. I've got Nabwakawin. And so sometimes, I'm wise enough to keep myself out of danger, so I don't need to be brave. Hey, look who's here. It's Kizzy Renee Davis. BOOZHOO. And Kizzy asks, how are you? I made it to another live. Yay! Welcome. Oh, we're doing really well. How are you? Anin, Eiji e Ayan. How are you? And Always Learning is here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Always Learning. Sweetie, Kizzy, and Always Learning. Kizzy and Always showed up. BOOZHOO, guys. Yeah, welcome to the show. We were just talking about being brave and having courage. And then, of course, I got lost in remembering that one scene from the Jungle Book. You got to be brave. And I always remember that scene because it's like, I don't know if that's post-traumatic stress or what, but it'll just make me cry. You know, it's like there's a little button was installed when I was 5 years old watching that movie. And when I thought Baloo was dead, you got to be brave. Like Baloo was. Was? And you piece it together. Past tense. Hoka hey, Flatfoot Clan is here. Early bird. Yeah, we had to get up early. We're going to go to church this morning and got to get the live stream out of the way before we get on with our lives. Actually, this is a rerun. We couldn't be bothered to have a new show. So today's Ojibwe word of the day. It was originally aired in December of 1978. Okay. Look at my bracelet. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you wish you had a bracelet like me? That's an authentic Ojibwe Moen beadwork. Yeah, it is. Did your grandpa make that? I think he bought it. I think he bought it for Skippy. I think it says to Skippy or something. But it's mine now. It was a hand-me-down that they didn't know they were handing it down to me. I just took it. Can you pronounce our word of the day, please? Oh, sure. Our word of the day, Zoongada-a. Zoongada-a. Be brave. Zoongada. E's are A, like in the word Ojibwe. And then that little apostrophe E is like a dash and uh-oh. It's known as a glottal stop. Zoongada-a. So, it sounds weird, but it means be brave, which is also another way of saying aqua de a win. Aqua de a win. Those two E's are hard to say. Aqua de a win. Like Aquafina, the water. My birthday month and year. What am I, a jukebox for Ojibwe? What is your birthday month? And no, I can't do the year. There's stuff on Google you can look up. Whoops. That's a different word. Today is Anama E Gijagud. It is prayer day, Sunday. Flatfoot Clan. Just the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worry and your pride. Yeah, that's cool. Forget about your worries and your pride. You know, that's probably why they never invited Baloo to the gay pride parade. I mean, let's face it, he puts on a coconut bra and a grass dress while he's singing that song. You know, a lot of people forget Baloo, the big blue bear, was transgendered. But they never invited him to the gay pride parade because he sang that song. Forget about your pride. That's not our way, he said. Pride is not one of the 7 Anishinaabe values. Baloo, he followed the red road, huh, sweetie? Yeah, I guess so. You see, Baloo knew that pride was not good. In the Anishinaabe way, the 7 grandfather teachings, they taught us that Dabadain Dizzy Win, that humility, which I don't have it written down, Dabadain Dizzy Win. Humility was a value. That's the opposite of pride. It's not shame. It's humility. You must be very humble. You know. That doesn't mean you can't come out and dance and tell jokes and be the life of the party like us, huh, sweetie? No, you can still do that. But you should be humble. Have humility. You know? If you've got a great, this is not for the grown-ups. I always feel bad when I start talking like an elder, when I know that there's grown-ups here. Whenever I start talking down to you, I'm actually just talking down to the kids watching this. Don't get mad at me if you're all grown up and say, "Hey, quit telling me what to think." But you shouldn't be proud. You should be humble. Even if you're like awesome at something, you know, some of you little guys and little girls, you're gonna be faster than somebody else in your class. You might be smarter. You might be physically faster. You might be stronger. You might be all these great things. You might be better looking. There's, you know. But when you find out that you're awesome, you must not have pride. You must be very humble. Go, it's not that big of a deal. You know. Yeah, sure, I won the spelling bee. That doesn't mean I'm smarter than anybody. I just worked really hard. And, you know, because when you are humble, when you have Dubba Dane, Dizzy Wen, then people think you're even better than what you are. But we're teaching all these kids to be proud. Hey, have your native pride. Be proud. Oh, I'm so great. Go march around in short shorts and wear a rainbow flag. Be proud of who you are. No, I say no. That's not our way. Don't wave a flag of pride. Even native pride. You don't want someone else having white pride, then don't be proud of your race. Your race doesn't matter. Your ancestry, maybe, yeah. Your ancestors, your family, where you come from, your language, your connection to Gitche Manadu, to all your relatives, that's cool. You know? You can be honored. You can love your ancestors. And but have a little humility. You know, Kahowa, I'm an Anishinaabe. I am a child of Gitche Manadu, of Nusana Wakwing Ebian. You know, I am a Manadug. I am a spirit in a body, you know. I have power. Mushkawazi, mushkawazi. I have great power. But don't go waving a flag. Oh, look at me. I'm Power Man. I'm going to rip off my yellow shirt and wear a chain as a belt. Remember that guy? Power Man? Was that the guy's name? Luke Cage. It's Power Man. Kind of an uncelebrated superhero. He was just a tough black guy in a yellow shirt and tights. But instead of having a belt, he wore a chain. He had to wear a chain to keep his tights up. Yeah. Did he also wear a headband? Yeah, I think he did. But I think it was like a metal headband. Power Man. But yeah, so they say June is Pride Month. Oh, you should be so proud. Hey, Grandpa, guess what? I now identify as a woman. Aren't you proud of me? Hey, Grandpa, guess what? I'm going to put on a dress and dance for a bunch of men tonight at the gay bar. Because I'm proud. Aren't you proud? Aren't you glad you fought in that war? Okay. Hey, what's going on down here? You said December 1978. Well, December, what is December? That little spirit moon? Manadug, Giza Suns. Manadug, Giza Suns. It's a little spirit moon. In 1978. I don't know how to say 1978. in Ojibwe. I would just say back in the days of the grandfathers. But 78, wow, what a year to be born. You were born the year of all the good music. You know, that's when Pink Floyd was at the height of their powers. And when Kiss came out with double platinum. And all the great classic rock music. It was just a year or two before disco had come and destroy the world. 1978. Well, Gizzy, welcome to the show. But I have to tell you something. No one's told you this yet. But if you were born in 1978, you're like an elder in training. You are just stone's throw away from being an elder. Say at 78, what does that make you, like 40 something? I was born in 67. So 77, I would have been 10. So 78 would have been 11. I'm 54. That makes you 43? Something like that? 43. Maybe you already know this. But, yeah, unless you're planning on living to 99 or something, you're already an elder. Because you're older than half the population. Kizzy says, my daughter loves you. Oh, Miigwech for telling me that. Tell your daughter I love her right back. Giza Gain. Little daughter, I hope your daughter is young. I don't want Natasha to get jealous. Who loves you? I guess Kizzy Renee Davis's daughter loves me. Well, maybe she loves me too. Yeah, probably, huh? Do you get jealous when you find out that other people love me? No. I think everybody can love you. Okay. Jessica's here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Jessica. Jessica's here, sweetie. BOOZHOO, Jessica. The next generation has become self-obsessed, all looking to identify as something unique and special and be acknowledged for it. Isn't that the truth? This next generation, they call them narcissists. It's probably the phone that did it. But yeah, everybody wants to have a special kind of, I was watching this video. There was this little girl, not that little, like a teenage girl or a college girl, a little chubby thing. And she comes out and she's got a big old bullhorn. She's like, excuse me, attention everybody. I just want to let you know that, yeah, I'm a guy. And everyone cheered, yay, good for you, this obvious girl. She goes, yep, I'm a guy. And I told my parents last night, and they're really mad. And they keep on using my dead name. My new name now is Howard or whatever. This little girl, she goes, yep, from now on I'm a man. And my parents, now I have to endure. They're misusing my pronouns. They keep on calling me she and her, and that's not right. And like people were coming up and hugging her and crying, hey, good for you. Yeah, you're a man named Howard or whatever. I'm like, what? Can anybody here clue her in? Yeah, you don't get to choose that. I'm sorry, I know Transgendered Story Hour got you all confused, but yeah. We're just being nice when people say that they change their names and they go, oh yeah, I'm Caitlin now. Yeah, okay. Good on you. How'd you like to run California? You got my vote. Not a problem in the world, but yeah. We kind of secretly all know that's a man. All right. So, oh, I'm so proud. I did this crazy thing. I broke my grandpa's heart. Take pride. Take pride in your, party and lifestyle. SM. I identify as a gay man. Yay! Good for you. Be so proud. I'm so proud of you, S. You really did something worthwhile. I can't really tell. It's such a small picture. But I get the impression that S is like a really beautiful woman. But if S identifies as a gay man, then who am I to, I don't want to oppress you. I just want to say good morning. Mino Giga J SM. You identify as a gay man, but I just identified you as a beautiful woman. So, now you must decide. Will you be insulted by being called beautiful? Or will you take it as a compliment? I never cared when people mistake me for a woman. Really? No, I always think that's pretty. That's pretty. I always take it as a compliment. You know, when I was in kindergarten, speaking of Terry, those are the guys who watched the show yesterday might remember we talked about a friend of mine who got passed away. But I remember it was in kindergarten. I had to tell Terry and David, these two buddies of mine, that I was a boy because I had long hair. And they were like, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I said, "No, man, I'm a boy. My lazy parents just don't give me haircuts." My hair wasn't even that long. It was like, it's about as long as the Beatles' haircuts were. Kind of not that late in their careers. It was just kind of a mop top. But it was, 1973 or something. In rural, small town, north central Minnesota. And so the kids still had I think almost all the boys had just crew cuts. They didn't get haircuts. They just got buzzed. Somebody, like somebody went up to the barn, got a sheep shearer, said, "Okay, boys, it's time for your haircut." But I showed up to kindergarten with long hair, and the boys didn't know if I was a boy or a girl. So I said, no, I'm a boy. Not an issue. They didn't give me a parade. Nobody paraded me around. "Hey, look at this weirdo." The boys in my kindergarten class are really cool. Because I was also the only one who showed up with a stuffed animal. I still carried around a red and white teddy bear when I was in kindergarten. And everyone else showed up with a pillow and a blanket because we had nap time. How great was nap time? In kindergarten? No kidding. We should bring back nap time. Yeah. You get to school, you start your day, you run around playing outside, they call you inside. You do a bunch of stuff, say the Pledge of Allegiance, sing some songs, do an art project. And then, okay, kids, time for some milk and some cookies, and then you're going to lie down in the dark here. We're going to dim the lights. I mean, you can still see everything. You can lie down, I'm going to read you a story, and it's nap time. And, but I noticed on the first day, everybody else had pillows, and I just had my teddy bear. I don't know if my parents thought I was going to, and it didn't matter, they gave me a pillow. But I was the only boy with a teddy bear. But nobody teased me. I wasn't. Ooh, life is all bullying. Yeah, not my school so much. You could be a long-haired, doll-clutching boy in kindergarten in the early 70s in LaPorte. Nobody beat me up. I even stuttered and nobody teased me. So I don't know if it's worse now, but I sometimes I sometimes don't have that much sympathy. I don't think, "Oh, these poor kids today, they're so bullied." It's like, "Oh yeah." I don't know. What are you doing exactly that people are bullying you? Because I never got bullied. Jessica, yeah, these types of things, instead of being proud of actually life accomplishments or wanting to make their parents proud and honor their elders. Yeah, maybe that's where it started. With the Kim Kardashians of the world. People who were celebrated and took pride in doing nothing. We made people rich and famous for doing nothing. She never wrote a song or did something to be worthy of being on TV. We used to have like a standard. You'd go, hey, what's on TV? Well, we're going to put on a program about something. This is a person who's doing something. They're singing a song. They're going to tell a joke. They might even act. Here, we wrote a story, and we got a bunch of people together to play pretend for you, and it's called a movie. Then something happened where we just went, here you go. Here's millions of dollars and fame, and people will just follow your life around. You know? Free Britney. Why? I mean, at least Britney Spears wrote some music, but yeah, now people want to be famous and want to have a feeling of success for just being alive, for just who they are. Oh, I'm coming out of the closet. Hey, guess what? I no longer identify as the individual who my mother gave birth to, who loved me, who fed me, and gave me a name, and cared for me, and gave me a sense of identity as their son or daughter, their grandson, granddaughter, you know. And the things I do no longer will be what I am, you know. Like, oh, this guy works at the garage. He's a mechanic. No. I identify as a school teacher. But you fix cars for a living. Don't you oppress me. You know. You can't tell me what to think. Inside. See, I'm a school teacher in a mechanic's body. Yeah, sure. When you look at me, you see a mechanic because I'm wearing overalls and I've got a wrench in my hand and I'm greasy hands and I'm in a garage. What are you, racist? No, I'm a school teacher. I identify as a school... And you know what? I identify as principal. I want my own office. Nah. Oh, okay. So, laugh out loud. Thanks, I love men. You love men. Oh, I see. A beautiful woman identifies as a gay male because she loves men. Yeah, you're probably a gay man trapped in a beautiful lady's body. That sounds kind of dirty. Yeah, just a little bit. I think you know what I'm trying to say. And I live the BOOZHOO crew too. Yeah, I live the BOOZHOO crew too. They're my life. Y'all take. Love, not live. Oh, I get it. Flatfoot Clan says, we only wait for one live show. Drawn to the BOOZHOO crew. That's right. You come here. To the BOOZHOO crew. We should rename the show just the BOOZHOO crew. Nobody knows what BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO means. They think I'm saying hello and hello or something. They don't even know what BOOZHOO means. But people know what a crew is. I think if we rename the show, yeah, we should spell it like Motley Crue does. You know, with the little umlauts. Little 2 dots over the U. CRU. Or how about 2 Live Crew? Remember those guys? Oh, their record's so dirty. We got to put a warning label. That's what they used to do. Oh, for your own good, kids, we're going to put a label on this record. Let's get some dirty words. Daniel Black is back. Thank the stars I looked at my phone or would have missed the show. BOOZHOO people. Hey, BOOZHOO, Daniel. Yeah, I started a little early today. We're going to go to church and I didn't want to get all rushed. We're going to go down to the little res church, Muka'am, sunrise. We will greet the Sunday, the Anima E Gijagad. We will say a prayer for the day. Muka'am. Probably the least, I mean, talk about pride. There's, you know, I mean, they don't have shame for their church. But it's basically I don't know. How big do you suppose Mokum is? Let's say it's probably 25, 30 feet wide. Yeah. By about 50 feet long. So what is that, 150 square feet? That's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty small, it's just a little building. You know. And the pastor's always like trying to fix the sound. Oh, I forgot my microphone. Can you guys hear me in the back? And you're like, we're 10 feet away. Yes, we can hear you. I'm speaking in a regular voice to you, and you're at the front of the church, and I'm at the back, and we can have a conversation. You don't have to worry about the the big old sound system you got here. But Idias Calvin's here. Hey, BOOZHOO Idias. Straight out of Quapa. Straight out of Quapa. Getting all gangster. Which church? It's called Mukaam. It's a church down the Mission Road in Cass Lake, Minnesota. It's just about a mile from the casino. It's a little Indian church. I mean, it doesn't. All the churches in Cass Lake are Indian churches, I guess. But the pastor's an Anishinaabe guy. And I think all the people that go are Indian. All right, Daniel says, Jessica, I thought it was going to clash with the football, but that is playing later. Italy versus Wales should be a good game. Oh, come on, Wales or Italy or whoever we care about winning. I don't think it's fair that the Italians have to play football against a bunch of whales. I mean, whales are so big and strong, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good match. What do they call it? It's Wales the country, silly, not Wales the animal. Oh, really? I thought they were playing just the whales from the ocean. You did not. Nah. No more karaoke for this guy. How can you live without karaoke? This is a dumb thing. This is why I quit drinking. When I was, I don't know, when I moved back to the reservation, I realized I liked one country song. Take your records, take your freedom, take your memories, I don't need them. Take your faith and all your reasons. We got nothing, something. It was a breakup song by a country singer. Take your records, take your sweater, or whatever. And I really liked it. And I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I like a country song. And so the day came where me and my buddies went out to karaoke night. And I went, oh, wow, they got that song on the karaoke. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to sing my heart out. Because I've had, I don't know, 5 beers. So I went up there. And then the music started and I realized I didn't know the song well enough. And this is why karaoke, whatever it is, sucks sometimes. Because guys like me will get up there thinking we can sing a song that we don't know well enough to sing. And it's just like, you know. And then you get just loud for the chorus. Take your records, take your freedom. It's like what they say about every Sting song. You remember, you can never hear anything to the chorus. Upon the fields of barley, you forget the sun in his jealous sky. Actually, I remember that. As we walk in fields of gold, I never make promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken. Oh, really? You mean like your wedding vows? That promise that you broke when you got a divorce? Don't tell me about relationships, Sting. You got a divorce. Did he really? I don't know. He might have. Sting. That's it. I'm not going to quit calling him Sting, too. That your name is Gordon Sumner. Oh, but I identify as Sting. No, that's stupid. Quit giving yourselves one-word names. Bono, Bono, whatever. Oh, I'm the Edge. Call me the Edge. No, what's your real name, guitar player, for you two? That's ridiculous. Quit giving yourselves nicknames that don't mean anything. Oh, I'm Sting. Because I float like a butterfly, sting like a... No. You're an old man who sings songs. You used to be in a band called The Police. Your name is Gordon Sumner. And nobody cares anymore. You wrote a song that became the national anthem for every stalker. Every breath you take, every move you make, every friend on Facebook, every Twitter page, I'll be stalking you. Oh, can't you see? I watch you from this tree with my binoculars right in your bathroom. I watch you when you pee. My name is Sting. Nah. What's what peeping Toms get. Peeping Toms? What are you talking about? Are there still peeping Toms? I don't know. When I was a kid, there was a certain kind of creep called a peeping Tom. He'd be a guy who would like crawl up into a tree and just look into women's, room windows. Try to catch her changing. And I think, it's always, that's what they get when they're like peeping Tom, but then they accidentally catch her like going poo. It's like, well, what'd you expect? What'd you want? You thought she was going to dance around naked? No, she's going in there to take a crap. Get yourself all worked up. Ooh, I can't wait to see. I got a good view of the bathroom from here. Got my binoculars. What do you see? You get to see her wiping her butt. Huh, sweetie. If you say so. I used to live in Cass Lake and go to school there. Did you really? Oh, yeah. Well, I used to live in LaPorte, and now I'm in Bemidji. I used to work in Cass Lake. Actually, I used to live in Cass Lake, too, when I was a little guy. Do you know any Lyonses? Not Lyons. Do you know any BOOZHOOs? Sorry, dude. That's okay. What's the matter? Your voice is strained from yesterday? Yeah. My voice is strained from all the yelling. Cass Lake is cool. Yeah. It has its moments. You ever go to the Big Tap? Big Tap has a nice backyard area. I haven't been there in a couple of years, ever since I quit drinking. No, that's not true. I've been there a few times. But Jessica had started as backing vocals. Then I was pushed to the front. Stardom beckons. Oh, Daniel was singing. Oh, he was probably yelling. You should collaborate with NanaBOOZHOO. Do some Backstreet Boys covers together. That's a great idea. Hey, sweetie, should we get Daniel Black to sing some Backstreet Boys with us? Yeah, man. He could join the band. Actually, isn't he from Scotland? Yeah. We could do some... He must love... What's that band from the Saturday morning show? Oh, and from the Saturday morning... Yeah, what are those guys called? SATURDAY. Night. SATUR. They were like the Scottish Beatles. Daniel, who am I thinking of? When I was a little kid, they had a TV show on Saturday mornings. It was kind of like the Monkees and the Beatles, but these guys were from Scotland. I think they were from Scotland. And they sang a song called Saturday Night, and they were really cool. And their bass player, I think his name was Woody Woodsman or something. I seem to remember that one of the guys was called Woody. SATURDA Night. Saturday night. A Saturday night. Oh, I just can't wait. Saturday night. Saturday night. Was a TV show. The Bay City Rollers. Thank you. The Bay City Rollers. Oh, hey, you guys. Let's start a band right here in Scotland. What should we call ourselves? Oh, I don't know. Should we call ourselves the Scottish Boys? How about the Scots? No. How about Bay City Rollers? Because that's the way we roll. Bay City. Won't people get us confused with San Francisco? What? No. Everyone thinks, Scotland when they hear Bay City. We'll go to America and we'll make it in the big times. Actually, Scottish people have kind of res accents. Freedom. They don't know how to pronounce their R's. They always trying to roll their R's. How does that Scottish accent go? It kind of sounds like us. Faith? I can't do Scottish, I guess. All tartan and flares. All tartan? What are you guys talking about? Wow, idiots. That is kind of scarier than being swallowed by a whale. I think I assume you'd turn that date down. Oh, wow. The chat's blowing up again, sweetie. I can't keep up. Oh, I. Swallowed by a whale. How scary. The only scary thing that happens to me was I was asked to prom by a serial killer. Oh, really? Asked to prom by a serial killer. So apparently you were just asked and you didn't go. A serial killer. Boy, I tell you what I killed was that box of bran flakes. Yeah, you did. There's not as much cereal in box of bran flakes as you think. You go to the store and go, hey, look at that big old box, man. It's only $3? Yeah, man. I'm going to get a little thing of... They now make 0% milk. Well, why do you call it milk? There's virtually nothing of this is milk. So what is it? Anyway, so I got some 0% milk. Went from whole milk to half milk to 2% to 1%. Now it's 0%. And some big old box of bran flakes. And I ate the whole thing in 2 sittings. I'm an old man. It was time for some spring cleaning. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. All right. Wow. Okay. Somebody's mentioning Tartaria. All tartan and flares. My sisters tease me and say I caused it because I turned him down. Idiot caused that guy to become a serial killer because she turned him. Well, maybe if he had found true love, countless lives could have been spared. Yeah, I think your sisters are onto something. I blame you too. Idiot says Redneck Ted Bundy was his nickname. He was the Redneck Ted Bundy. Hikes. I like how they kind of insult both rednecks and serial killers with that. You're like the Redneck Ted Bundy. You're like Ted Bundy, only worse. You're like Ted Bundy without any class. Real current event. Wow. Son of Sam lived in the same apartment building as my mom in the Bronx. But he was a kid when he lived there. Oh, wow. Yeah, they did a movie about the Son of Sam. I don't know, man. Serial killers. Yeah. I mean, if you watch the news at all, you would think, we don't even need a serial killer. Every weekend is like a serial killer, just like you go to like a city like Chicago or, anywhere. It's just... Okay. the son of Sam. You're no son of mine. Serial killer. Quit dragging down your father's name. You want to kill a bunch of people? You should own that. Zungade. You gotta be brave. You gotta have Aquade win. I got the COVID, honey. Do you? Mm-hmm. I think I better get a bottle of the old nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching head, fever so I can rest medicine. I gotta get the NyQuil. And if you mix NyQuil with something, you can trip balls, man. I'm tripping balls. Is that a dirty word? I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. Is balls a curse word? I mean, is any word that refers to genitalia a curse word just by definition? Because the other day we told the story of the Wizard of Oz. And when you think about it, that cowardly lion, what he really wanted, he wasn't asking for courage. Because the other guys were like, oh, I'll take a brain. I'll take a heart. What courage means is balls. The cowardly lion wanted balls. But he couldn't just say, hey, Dorothy, can you help me find my balls? I got no courage. I got no Aqua de Ewin. Would a wizard give me my balls back? I'm a lion, for crying out loud. I've got a Zungade. I've got to be brave. But no, it was all like, oh, will he give me courage? What? Excuse me, cowardly lion. I'm noticing no one's calling you the intellectual lion. But that's not how courage works. You can't just wrap it up and give it to somebody. I mean, even a brain and a heart are theoretically something you could put into a box and give somebody. Giving someone a brain won't make them smart. Giving somebody a heart won't make them be able to love. But, at least their requests were somehow rooted in reality. You show up to the mighty Oz with this weird, oh, mighty Oz, can you give me the sense of Zungade? I don't want to be cowardly. I want Aqua de Ewin. So if you come up there, excuse me, mighty Oz, please give me my balls. That, I think that movie would be even more popular than it is today. Is it still popular, you think? Yeah, I think so. I think all the kids still watch it and love it. Somewhere over the rainbow, whoa, whoa, bluebirds fly. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. La 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 la. Maybe it's time for another song. Missy really liked our song from yesterday, sweetie. Yeah, she wrote that. She was like, we should contact a record company. Yeah, and I was all like, why? What's a record company? Gonna make a record. But let me see if I can do this on the fly. Usually I try to get the songs ready before the show. Oh, here's a song that'll get us demonetized. Okay. I think this guy died last year too. I haven't seen this song in a while, so I hope it's okay. Aqua de Ewin. Here's a song that Michael Lyons is playing guitar on. And are you singing this? Or is Natasha singing the song? I'm not sure. I think Natasha might be singing it. Are you the lead singer on Angel of Montgomery? Sometimes, but I don't know which one this is. Okay. A Assuming this isn't something stupid. Here's a song. I'm going to let Natasha come up here. You want to get up here and say bonjour to the crew? Yeah, sure. Natasha's going to come up and talk for a little bit. But I thought before Natasha comes up, here's a song by John Prine. John Prine's a singer-songwriter that everybody liked, but nobody knew very well. Everyone knew this song for some reason. He's one of these. John Prine's one of these guys who got remade. His songs got remade a lot, and so everyone liked this song. And this is called "Angel from Montgomery." Oh, am I singing this? I am an old woman, named after my mother. My old man is another child who's grown old. If dreams were like thunder, lightning was desire, this old house could have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Believe in this living, just a hard way to go. Flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Believe in this living. Hey, hey, hard way to go. Oh. Go ahead, baby, 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 baby. Oh, go ahead. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Get up, everybody's gonna move their feet. Get down, everybody's gonna leave their seat. Ah? Do you like my background, sweetie? Oh, wow, that's great. You look like you're on in a concert or something. Do 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 do. Hi, everybody. Natasha and Nisha, and you are watching the greatest show on earth. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Nah. All right, enough of this. Lights, camera, action. Hey, sweetie, can you do me a solid? What's that? I was wondering if you would maybe not mind teleporting me outside, because I want to go outside and commune with nature. I just want to talk to Kachimana, to the Great Spirit. Is that asking so much? No, it's not asking too much at all. Any particular place? Nah, just where our usual spot. All right. I'm going to teleport outside. Okay, hang on. And don't move. Getting the coordinates and teleporting in 3, 2, 1. here we are. Bloop. Hello. Hi, sweetie, it's Natasha. Oh, hi. I was just talking to you before I teleported you outside. Yeah. What's up? Oh, I just wanted to call, let you know that I got here okay. All right. Well, just give me a call when you want me to pick you up, and I'll teleport you home. Okay. So, BOOZHOO, how's everybody doing? Watching outside. And today, I thought we could come outside, and I would teach an Ojibwe word of the day. Or words. Or just... Not that, though. Yeah, not even that. Maja, to leave. Lots of times people say, Majada, let's leave. Majada. But then sometimes you might go, Bika, wait, just wait. I'm not ready to. Maja. I'm not ready, Maja. And I'm also sick and tired of these pop-ups. I know you guys can't see it, but my computer likes to advertise to me in the middle of the show. It's Natasha time. So, what can be said to leave or to wait? Should I stay or should I go now? Maja Beka. If I stay, there will be trouble. If I Maja, there will be double. So come on and let me know. Should I Beka or should I Majan? Should I stay or should I go now? Whatever happened to the Bay City Rollers? Rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. You know how, remember like the first time you realized that your elders couldn't see realities? I'm thinking about movies and how, like when the old King Kong movie came out and everybody was impressed with the special effects. They're like, whoa, look at that. Look at that big old ape climbing up these. They've got a giant ape. They must have trained an ape. They couldn't tell. But then later on it became obvious. Oh, that's obviously, where was I going with this? Something to do with Bay City Rollers. Oh, doggone, it's going to be funny. When you finally see through something that's not real, you see the truth of it. It's like the big unveiling. Oh, I had a whole comedy bit here that just left my head. It had nothing to do with King Kong. That was the setup. I wanted to say something. Bloop. Hello? Sweetie, I just lost my train of thought. I was going to do a whole comedy bit, but I can't remember what it was. What was it? I don't remember. I don't know how I can help you. Yeah, me either. Oh well. Did you want to come home? No, not yet. I'll call you when I need a ride. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, okay, see ya. Bloop. So, where was I going with that? I just had a senior moment. Anyway, I wanted to come outside. And should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be double. If I go, there will be trouble. So come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Oh well, how you guys doing? What should I talk about today? It's a beautiful day. Oh, it's Father's Day. We could talk about Father's Day. You guys gonna call your dad? Gonna take him out for a steak? Did you buy him a tie and a cup of coffee that says world's greatest dad? Or did you feel sort of awkward about the day? Because you don't have that kind of relationship with your dad. Do you feel awkward because, the only Father's Day cards you can buy Talk about a kind of dad you never had. You know, dear Dad, on this Father's Day, I would like to thank you for all the times that you gave me so much words of wisdom. Thank you for teaching me so much about relationships, and thank you for honoring my mother, or whatever, you know. And then in reality, it's like your dad wasn't quite, you know. It's just awkward in ways that Mother's Day is never awkward. Well, and maybe it's this. Getting a card and flowers, you know, especially for guys, that's something that you can do to give to a woman pretty easily. But men don't generally buy cards and flowers for other men. That's, you know, Father's Day was invented to sell Father's Day cards and gifts or whatever. It's a Hallmark holiday. But you got to be made of steel not to get guilted into doing something on Father's Day. You know? Father's Day is also the day where, you know, where the reality of the relationship with your dad gets kind of called out. It's like, yeah, no, I didn't give you anything for Father's Day. This is where fathers all around the country realize that their kids might be mad about something. You know? Yeah, Father's Day is a tough holiday. You know? Father's Day is, I mean, it's not like Valentine's Day for dads and their kids. I don't know. Father's Day, Father's Day, Father's Day. What can you say? Daniel Black said, Ellie made me a car. That's my girl. Well, there you go. It's also the day, I mean, if you do get something, it's kind of the day of recognition. You know? Were you the world's greatest dad? Well, if you got a cup that says that, then you've got proof. You know? Jessica says, I got a card that says the most basic thing possible, but I'm still going to make my dad lunch today. Yeah. You know, you don't want to embarrass your dad with a card that doesn't really reflect the kind of dad they were. You know, you never let me down. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm keeping track, but it just would be disingenuous for me to get a card and give it to my dad. You've never disappointed me, you know. You've always been my hero. It's like, well, not always. Why are you making me have to express my feelings and think about them on this day? You know? Because let's face it. I mean, sometimes I get mad that people don't give enough respect to dads. You know? There's a lot of women want to just cancel Father's Day. Goes, oh, I don't need a day. That's the patriarchy. There should be 2 days for mothers, you know. And how, you know, you can't blame single moms for how bad kids are, you know. Like I read this thing once where there's people like, if it, the fact whether or not your kids drink and smoke doesn't have anything to do with how good of a parent you are. How your kids treat other people is, you know, proof of how you've raised that kid. You know, if you have a kid who can't be respectful for whatever reason, you know, you did a bad job. If you know, how your kids treat other people. And so nobody ever says, oh, these kids are a bunch of idiots and they don't have any respect. And, you know, they do whatever. Nobody says, well, it's the mom's fault. In fact, they'll blame the dads. Like, oh, the dads don't hang around. You know, these kids are bad because the dads aren't doing something. Well, I think we should also give the dads credit when good things happen. You know, most of the kids today don't end up in jail. Most of the kids don't end up with unwanted pregnancies. Most kids don't. You know, those kids, they usually have a dad in the house. You know, if your kid's all messed up and just a wreck and depressed and addicted and in jail and a pervert, well, probably no dad. If your kid's probably, doing all right, there's probably a guy in the house who laid down the law once in a while. Dads are very helpful, very useful. And, Father's Day doesn't really do it justice. If you always had hot water, it's probably because you had a dad. I don't know. A dad or a good landlord. I heard it said once, like, if tomorrow all the men were just killed and there's only women that were left to run the show, basically we'd have about 6 months before it would just be unlivable. Before water and electricity would just stop working. You can't just learn auto mechanics in one generation. You can't just learn farming and plumbing and maintenance. All the maintenance stuff would just fall apart and we'd be in real trouble without men. Sorry, ladies, but, Themyscira or wherever Wonder Woman's from. You notice how they were still stuck in the ancient days? They hadn't invented stuff like guns yet. It's because there weren't any men around. They're probably still pooping in outhouses on Themyscira. I'd be scared to go to Themyscira. Oh, it's all us. We're the Amazonians. It's a whole island of just girls. Girl power, yeah. Who needs men? Well, if you wanted to flush, you're going to want a man. Okay, I don't mean to sound sexist, but, you know how scared you get when you got to change a fuse? You think you're going to shock? That's because we need men, and we really need dads. Sometimes dads are better at teaching what not to do. Well, yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. But at least if they're there, you can go, okay, one thing I'm never going to do is this thing that my dad does. But when dad's not even there, you don't know that, hey, you know what, this is different behavior. Boys and girls need a dad to model themselves after or against, They say that little girls choose their mates. They don't really choose their mates, I guess. But they're attracted to the same kind of guy that their dad was. So, ladies, you've got to be very careful on what kind of man you date if you have kids. Because if you allow, if you like a bad boy, just know your daughter's going to like a bad boy. Oh, he's good to me. And, when he's not drinking, he's usually pretty fun. Then, turn around. Pretty soon your son-in-law never bothered to marry your daughter. Won't commit. Doesn't, he'll keep beer in the kitchen too. He'll drink in front of your grandkids if you allow your man to drink in front of them. Whatever. Who am I talking to? Sometimes Idiot says, I don't blame Gitchy Manadoo for wanting him back. For wanting him back? Are you guys talking about death? Went from serial killers to Gitchy wanting somebody back. Daniel says, my relationship with my dad was strained bit. We got through it until he went west. I still, a little bit, relive the day he went. You mean like went to the land of everlasting happiness? That's another way that Anishinaabe people called heaven. Gazake, Sakinake. No, what is it? That's floor washing. But the land of everlasting happiness, they called it. I don't know. Okay, well, everybody, I think it's time we wrap up the show. Hello. Hi, sweetie, it's Natasha. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I was just standing outside. I was wondering if you could pick me up. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get in on your coordinates, and then I'm gonna teleport you back to the house. Okay. All right. Looks like I got you. And you ready to teleport? Yeah, anytime. All right, one to teleport. Hang on. Hey, welcome back. Thanks, sweetie. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. I wish I could remember where I was going with that story. I'll probably remember after we get off the show. But hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Miigwech Bizendawieg. I want to thank you for listening to us ramble on this morning. On this... Nope. Anima Kisha Guide on this prayer day. And thank you so much. I am Natasha. Over here, we got NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO. Down here is Michael Lyons. And, oh, you know what? We forgot to show them the Ojibwe cartoon. We can do it tomorrow. Yeah, or I could hit this button right here. Boom. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. All right. Hey, everybody. Miigwech Ganawabi Egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Where's the outro song? BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minowa. Hoa.
Want to take off?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you later.